We are at number 26 of 35 ways to improve your business. Number 26 is branding or rebranding your store or your business. Does your store need a rebranding? Does it need a facelift? Have you got old, tired signage, needs repainting? Is your logo out of date? Was it done back in the 80s and nowadays it just needs a more modern twist? This is a good opportunity to relaunch your business back into the world. So I'm not talking just about a physical change, but also a full cultural change. But let's touch on physical for starters. So here's just some ideas of retail branding. Colours, new logos. You might go for a simpler logo, something a bit more streamlined, a little simpler, easy to read. A lot of the new modern ones are quite very simple. So you may want to do a logo change, colour changes. You may have to paint the building or something a bit more intense. But from very minimal, which nowadays is, if you think of the way Apple stores are, very minimal, to very sort of elaborate colour schemes and things like that. So you may want to do new displays and things like that. So it's a good opportunity to really rearrange and start from fresh. But there's some things you do need to think about when you're doing a full rebrand. The main thing is, and I'll touch on it at the end, but you only get one shot at it, so you've really got to do it right. So does your business need a facelift for starters? Not just a a repaint, a paint job, but a full cultural change. Rebranding your business is a massive undertaking. But if it is time for a change, then plan it out, plan it properly, and execute it. You'll build everything to a point, and that sort of point will be a launch date, and everything must be in place by that launch date. So however long it takes, may take you a week, a month, even a year. Everything's going to be building towards that rebrand, that relaunch date. This will almost reset everything to zero, so you can wash away all the badness. If there was a bad culture or you had bad customer service in the past, or it's opportunity for new beginning. Wash away the old and start fresh. But you do need to change if that's the case. So if you've had bad customer service in the past, this is an opportunity to change that, and it really must change. If you go forward and do exactly the same thing, you're going to lose all credibility from the public. You may have some new POS, you may have some new software coming in, major change like that. That's a good opportunity to do that at the same time, because it will be more streamlined and it will work better. Remember, with anything software related, of course you want to do soft openings first. You want to make sure the bugs are out of it before you do the big relaunch. So you don't have to relaunch it on the day that you relaunch, but make sure everything up and running and is working. The relaunch date is the time that we welcome the customers in, so everything's got to be right, so make sure it is before. Signage, you may want to replace all the labels. You may have a new colour scheme or branding coming in, new policies and procedures. So this is what you want printed out on letterhead in a folder where everyone can access it, and it's black and white, the way we want to run the business moving forward. It's exciting new chapter is about to begin. So, and you really want to make an event of it. So as I said, you have a launch date, and everything will build up to that launch date. That's the date where you invite customers back in and show them how much you have changed for the better. This is your chance to win back any customers that have been burnt in the past, and show them that the business has turned a corner, and you can win back them. You do only get one shot at this. You can't do a relaunch and then 6 months later do another relaunch. It's just not going to work. You really only get one shot at it, so you must do it right. Make sure you are organised, make sure you do it properly, make sure you have everyone on board, and make sure you've got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, because it will be a really big event, and moving forward hopefully you'll see the uplift and everyone can benefit from that. So that's doing a rebranding or branding your store.